Alright guys, I got the TC-125 here, and I'm going to see about taking out the engine. Gotta start somewhere. I did unbolt the exhaust, and there is a plug there, this thing. Ooh. It's a bit dirty, but I'm going to set that right there. No. I need to get some quart baggies. So let's see here. We got these three here. That one there. I know there's another one here somewhere. Don't want to lose these. Try to keep bolts together where possible. But I got one up there, and I'm pretty sure there is one down here. Alright, so and I don't know what the best way is to get this out of here, so we're just going to wing it. That's a 12. So let's wing it. Got that one. Let's see here. We got a little wire thingy. Back in the day, you used metal ones. Yeah, I got it here. Stuff together. Into that wire. Right here. There. I am going to have to the oil injection cable runs down. I don't know if I can. I know I got disconnected from the block, but I should be able to. What? When you do stuff. Of course, I got the video camera on the other side over there. So when in doubt, take a picture, guys. It will definitely come in handy. Because I don't know how long it's going to take me to actually get this frame and all that done. At the rate I work on things, it may be a long minute, so I would rather okay, we got a little pin, little brass fitting here that is for the oil injection cable, and that, guys, looks like about a 10 millimeter. Let's see here. No. Maybe it's a 12. Kind of a tricky spot to get to. But I got it. Okay, so that's out. Throttle cable's out. I'm guessing that is the clutch cable. Set those all in there and see if we can get off this 12 millimeter, wherever I just put my socket. Where does that come out? In there. Yeah, it's buried up under here. Alright. We got it. And I'll see any other wires over here. I'll take a look though before we commence to yanking it out of here. Looks like the best way to come out is on this side. There's a couple washers. We got a, looks to be about a 14 mil up top. Get it done here. lock nut on that one. So we'll give it a little tap, tap, tappy. That's out. Probably ought to. I was working on that fuel, that oil injection thing yesterday. I didn't video it. All I did was took it out and put some new washers in there because it's been leaking. So, okay, let's tap these out with. Okay. Oh, that's a gunk mess in there. Ooh, doggy. Oh, yeah. Got a lot of that. Okay. Spark plug's unhooked. Exhaust is unhooked. All these cables are unhooked. The wiring harness is unhooked. So here we go. One engine. So, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'll show you what I want to do. Especially being here by myself. I'd like to try to get that engine in that stand. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this by myself. Because I got to lift up the one side. Those will fit. And that's too big. That'll fit. Okay, how can I do this? This thing's adjustable, but maybe if I get the one side in. Oh, that should work. Maybe. Maybe not. God, this thing is so crusted. guess it's a good thing it don't weigh a ton, right? Now, will that give me room to get up under there? Honestly, I'd like to get higher, but we'll see. That damn thing's still leaking fuel from somewhere, or oil, I should say. I can't figure out for the life of me where that thing's dripping from. Unless there's a washer in the back, or a there is. I think there's a gasket back there. I need to look online and see if there is indeed a gasket that goes in the back of that thing. All right, well, this is gonna have to work. Left my gloves on. Yeah, this thing's just dripping this oil out everywhere. I don't know where the hell that's coming from. Alright, well, I'm already at this point. Let me see if I can take this back out and raise this side up higher, which I know I can do. I think it's about as high as I should take it. I need to be able to get this thing pushed back together, which doesn't seem like usually be able to sit on it. Crap leaks and can't figure out where it's coming from. Actually, it feels like it's got to go up. Well, it will go up if I try to. Where is it hitting? Let's see. So I need to tip this wall some. Let me get something. Yeah, you can tell I'm having fun. I know that'll swivel on there, but it is not wanting to swivel. That way. Of course, the last thing I want to do is knock it off the table. That would not be good. Might make for a bad day. Yeah, I need to tip this that way so then I can bring it in line with this hole down here where my finger is, so I can run this mount into that. So why is it not wanting to tip forward? Man, I know it's kind of heavy, but ain't that bad. It's like it's stuck on this. It is stuck on this. Let me get that off there. There we go. That's what it was. We got this, guys. Ooh. What did I say? Probably ought to do it like that. Set. Well, just geniusing it over here. Probably gonna sit there for a minute. Probably should have thought about this before I did that, right? So, well, I can either do that one, which probably going to be best if I do this one down here. But I'll definitely tip it forward a little bit more. Of course, it'd be kind of nice if you could spin this. We'll just do it that way. Oh, by the way, guys, I've never used this engine stand before, so this is the first. Kind of forgot I actually had it. Okay, so this needs to tip forward more, which Okay. Well, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. And I'll just have to lean it forward to clean off the bottom of it, which that's fine. You're going to deal with nothing in it, so ain't gonna hurt nothing. So this we'll set it up right and run these things down. There we go, guys. What do you think? Well, I'm probably standing right in your way right now. So let me get this screw on here. That's a mess. What do you think? Give me some room to work. Tighten all these things down, keep it from moving. Give it an adjustable wrench. I really don't think it's going to go anywhere. Kind of really doesn't have anywhere to go. I mean, I suppose I could knock that through. And spin it in. Go nowhere. I don't think that one's going to go anywhere. Okay, well, let me show you what I'm talking about. So if anybody out there has done one of these, I will look at Babbitt's and see, but right there, see all that oil right there? You know what though? That smells like engine oil. That don't smell like two-stroke. So, and I think that two-stroke, I think that's just blue. Well, let's double check that one. It is definitely a, whoa, right there we go, greenish bluish color. So what is in there is motor oil. So, you're asking, well, what does that mean? Well, I ain't got a clue at this point. I know I did have that thing out of there, and you'll see that screw there to the right. There's another one to the left, and then behind it is oh, it's like a plate, but it didn't look like there was a gasket there. And maybe there is, but I will get online at Babbitt's, and because they have the diagrams for all these things, and double check. So, but anyway, we got the engine out. That is step one. And then we have the whole rest of this thing we have to deal with. Start cleaning up some of that oil and all that other stuff on there. I've got a couple of parts coming for this this plate here. This is called a reduction shifter. It is this right here. That's the reduction shifter. And most of the hardware for that is sitting in behind the case. So I was lacking a few washers. So I've got those parts coming, and I'm going to look at this. But anyway, I just want to get the engine out, so we've done that, and I'll be back. Okay, after checking online, there is indeed a gasket that goes back there. So I went ahead and ordered that. So what I will start to do, and I won't bore you guys with this, but we'll start cleaning this thing up, and I'll put some garbage bags or something down, spray some degreaser on it, let it sit and soak in, and keep applying some of that and get it cleaned up. So be back in a flash. Well, got some cleaning done. It's turning out pretty good. And you can see from them other videos, that's underneath it there. Alright, I think I'm going to end up having to take the head off and soak that, because that I've tried everything I can't get. It's hard to get tools in there, so I may have to end up just taking it out, putting the ultrasonic. But I'm going to order some aluminum cleaner stuff and see if it brightens up this case some. Haven't even attacked that muffler. That's a mess. And of course, you know, we got the bike here. Oh, this is a nasty, disgusting mess. But it's getting there. I did use a steam cleaner. It actually did help pretty good with getting that grime off of there. So I gotta still do the seat pan. I've got to take a bunch of stuff out of here, clean all this stuff up. And I really wasn't wanting to do a full-on restoration. I still don't think I will. I'll take everything off, clean up the frame, get it painted. I kind of take it from there. But yeah, so far so good. And making some progress. So thought I'd just throw an update in there. I didn't want to bore you guys with cleaning this, so and now would be a good time to, you know, pull this head off and, you know, check the piston in there, get some measurements, make sure that, you know, everything's looking good in there. If not, order another piston. So, but like I said, I do have some other parts coming. I did drain the oil out, and there is a gasket that sits in behind here. So I did order that, and hopefully that is where the oil leak is coming from. I did put new gaskets, so to speak, behind this one and this one. And this one here is just the bleed valve, and then you got your two that hold it on right there. So, but anyway, work will continue, so give an update here again shortly. Well, making some progress here, getting more and more parts off this thing, getting everything bagged. As you can see, it's still quite a mess down in here. Trying to figure out the best way to get all this off here. I've been hitting it with a screwdriver, wire brush, whatever I got in hand. It's way too cold outside. It's about 12 degrees outside, so getting the pressure washer out is kind of out of the question. But getting everything taken off, just got the front fender off, bagging everything up, labeling where what goes, getting parts set aside that I'll have to take apart more and clean up thoroughly. Put them in the parts cleaner first and see if some of this stuff will fit down in the ultrasonic. But it's coming apart slowly but surely. So I'm gonna have to take this back wheel off, remove these shocks because they need cleaned up, and I don't know, I may try to take them apart and repaint them, but I might have to look at moving this thing down and maybe suspending this frame from the ceiling, you know, so it's not laying on the ground. And then of course I got to deal with the whole front end, you know. I've got new seals and everything for the forks, so that'll be, I think my approach is going to be to just start, you know, kind of like from the neck here and work my way back and kind of get all this done. And I don't know if I'm going to take off the swing arm. I may just clean it up and paint it while it's still attached, and then deal with the front, getting these bars off and stuff. This piece right here feels like it's plastic, so, and it's kind of corroded up, so I might have to look and see if I can find one of those on eBay. Obviously I'm going to have to get new cables for everything and just keep chipping away at it, guys. So here's where I am at the moment. Oh, and by the way, the key, I do have the original key and it does work the lock, which is nice. And I still got to get a headlight. The bucket itself is okay. Washers look a bit tattered. Need to see if I can get those. Actually, I need to start making a list of all the things that I still need to get. I know I just want to replace all the cables. They're all rusted and rotted, and you know, I do have a new grip. Clean all these parts up, and like I said, do the, you know, once I get to the front here, take the handlebars off, clean all that stuff up, paint it, you know, take some SOS pads to the cover there and clean that up as best I can. I mean, I can get the rust color off, but can't get rid of the rust. And then down in here, that assembly right there, getting that cleaned where I can get access to it and paint it. So that's going to be a fun, because I really don't want to take the stem out if I don't have to. So, but anyway, and then figure out how I'm going to get up inside there and get all that rust out of there. I know I can put rust inhibitor in there and then just spray it, but I'd like to get the bulk of the rust out of it. So I got some thin wire brushes I may be able to shove up in there and clean it up. So, but anyway, that's where I am at the moment. Well, not much going on. I had a fairly decent day out the other day, so I was able to get the pressure washer out. We were finally above freezing, and took the bike out and sprayed some degreaser on it, wire brushes, nylon brushes, you know, kind of clean things up a bit. Still got to take the swing arm off, tires off, yeah, forks and all that, so I can access some of the stuff in the front. But I will tell you that that little emblem in there, I don't know how well that's going to come out. Let's see here. That right there. I should have taped that thing. I didn't even pay no attention to it, and I must have hit it with a pressure washer and blew a lot of it off. So I will try to cover that with some clear plastic whatever, you know, and get that straight. Yeah, you can still read the VIN number just fine, and besides, the VIN number is stamped into the side of the bike right there. But as you can see, I mean, it's coming together. I did do a little test. I got some new, I'm trying this Rust-Oleum automotive gloss, and I did some of that on the back. That's 2 coats. So just to kind of give it a test, and I think it's going to work just fine. So like I said, I still got to get the tires off, and these pegs, the shocks, figure out a way to, I'm going to try to suspend this from the ceiling, you know, because I don't have a whole lot of workspace here. I got that there, I got my other table here, which are loaded with stuff, and I got tons of parts down here that I still need to clean, sand. Well, some of them have been cleaned, so I just got to sand them, degrease them, and then shoot them with some black. The fender here, I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do with this back light. It's pretty rusted up. I mean, I can get the rust off, but then I got up underneath here. That's pretty rough looking, so I'll probably just hit that with a wire wheel, clean that up as best I can, and then shoot it with maybe some black paint or silver. You know, I'm not going to go through the expense of chroming or trying to find somebody to chrome all this stuff, but that's the progress I'm making so far. So I'll video a little more as I take things off, and then we'll start getting this thing cleaned up and painted and start reassembling it. So back here in a minute. Alright, well, you can see I've got the frame sitting on the table here, and that is it that bolt? I'm trying to find it here. So this bolt right here, I'm guessing my finger, it ain't seeing my, right there, that bolt right there is where the side rear peg goes, and I've been having a hell of a time. It was broke off in there, been heating it up, been trying vice grips. I'll tell you what, I decided my son got me these Knipex. Let me get back in the picture here. It's a plier set, K-N-I-P-E-X. So he got me these for Christmas, and he swears by them. He's a mechanic. He works on garbage trucks, and I'm telling you, this thing is slick. Yeah, it takes some force, but when you put them down, they kind of act like vice grips, and when you turn them, they actually bite more. So you can take this, put it on here, and turn this bolt. And I mean, the vice grips, I'll show you this when I get it out of here. It's a bit hot still from heating. So, alright, here is the end of that nut, screw, stud, whatever. You can see where it's been rounded off by the vice grips. So, you know, I don't know. Just saying, that was stuck in there, but if you look at the jaws on these things and how they're made, they kind of bite down, and then when you start to turn them, it actually, I don't know, it just kind of grips it really good. So that's the best way I can explain it. But anyway, we got that off there. So that's off. Here is the other one. So I gotta find these. This one's actually not in too bad a shape. I don't think the left side of the bike peg was near as long. Here's another issue I need to look at. If you can see, I don't know how well you can see this with me holding this, but this kickstand wobbles a lot. So I don't know if this is the original kickstand. I'm gonna have to look into that, but it's shaped a little bit different than the that's the TS-125, and I don't know, that or it needs one of those shoulder bolts. Maybe it takes a shoulder bolt. I was looking at Babbitt's online, but they don't even show a picture of the freaking kickstand. Go figure. So anyway, I've got it off. Get some more grease and stuff off the bottom of here. You think you got everything. There's a ton under here still. There was a bunch down in here. Got the front thing off. Actually got the lock off. And there is that sticker I was talking about. Well, I'll try to salvage what's left of it and put some clear plastic, you know, stuff you might like, you know, put over a business card. I got a new one of these pieces coming. right here. And I will clean this up. I am not taking the stem out because I don't want to screw with those bearings. I mean, as it is, I'm going to have to take that off, and I'm hoping not to pull any of the bearings out because it turns fine. So I'll just clean all this up, hit that with a wire wheel as best I can, put some rust converter on it, and shoot that. Everything else is off. I got the fork ears off, and these things are a freaking mess. I wish it wasn't so expensive, the chrome stuff, but got the forks off. Yeah, that's gonna be some serious cleaning up in here. See all that rust? I mean, that sits up in the stem, up in the triple tree, and then behind those ears. So I'm not too worried about that. I'll just get them cleaned up. Like I said, I got new seals for these. I'll get these all cleaned up. Got the shocks off. My pile of parts everywhere. Rear drum. What else we got over here? Oh, front and rear tire. Speedometer assembly over there. Yeah. So, alright, so first thing I'm going to do is get this frame. I've already got the top pretty much done, ready to go, degreased. So now I'm going to work on underneath it here and get all this stuff done. I do have a new one of these coming. But the thing of it is, you know, you got to take the swing arm off, which I'm not opposed to taking the swing arm off, but you know, I'm definitely going to have to take the swing arm off now to put that new piece on. And really, this has turned into quite the bigger project than I had really anticipated. I didn't plan on doing a full frame off restoration on this thing, but one thing led to another. It was really kind of rusted up, and I mean, it's all surface rust. There's nothing's ate through the metal, and I don't know. One thing leads to another, and so here we are. All these parts off, clean all this stuff off, get all the dirt and gunk off of it. I'm probably going to rewrap that wire. This one's actually still kind of pliable, so I may just leave it. But the TS-125 here, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to that extent on this thing. I mean, it does run, so once I'm done with this one, then I'll focus on this one. But the one piece, this here, the thing that holds the ignition switch, which this thing's got awful expensive, it's actually broke. It's cracked right down there on the TC. So I don't know where the heck I even hid that ignition switch. Oh, here it is. You can see it's missing that. So, you know, and it's metal. It doesn't look like aluminum. So I may find me a washer and clean that up right there, and then tack a washer underneath there. Might work, you know, give it a whirl. It's already broke, so anyway, just kind of want to give an update about that and these pretty cool Nipix pliers and how well they actually do work on crap like that. So I'll be back. All right, guys, back again. Doing some cleaning, lots of prepping, lots of sanding, and pretty much got the frame done. I did have an issue with some orange peeling, really heavy orange peeling. Here's the paint that I'm using. And then this is the clear that I'm using. And it's the first time trying this, but I had a bunch of orange peel really bad, and I mean really bad, on the back piece here. So I sanded all that down this morning and touched up under the frame here because I had it hanging over there on the ceiling, and obviously I missed some spots underneath it, so I went ahead and got those this morning. Overall, yeah, I'm okay satisfied with it. Honestly, you know, if it wasn't winter time out,
I would have got the bead blaster out, the soda blaster, and blasted the frame, but I don't, and I do have a sandblasting cabinet, but there's no way I can fit this frame in there. So I don't know. Doing this stuff in the wintertime definitely sucks because it's really hard to clean it, and it takes forever to sand this stuff. So with a sandblaster or the soda blaster, you know, you can pretty much get it smooth. And honestly, I think going forward, I'm just going to use some single stage acrylic enamel paint and not use this rattle can stuff. I think it goes on much better, it looks much better, it's way more durable. So that's just my 2 cents on this. But I mean, overall, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said earlier when I started this, I didn't want to do a full-on restoration, and yeah, look at all this crap. Those forks or shocks, and that's going to be fun. And then all this rust on here. I have got this rust stuff coming. I forget what it's called. I'll add it in here when I do get it. And I want to try and see what it does with this stuff. These are pretty rough shades. So, and yeah, I need to get one of these. Notice this one's missing. And try dipping these in them. Of course, I may just hit these with a wire wheel. Since they go up in the fork ears, you know, and the triple tree, you won't ever see these parts. So really not too overly concerned about that. I just want to make them smooth. And of course, then I've got, you know, the fenders. That's the front, and back one's behind the wheels over there. And I got handlebars, and yeah, I was thinking about trying that prismatic chrome too again and seeing how well that's going to do. Here's the shocks. They're pretty rough shape. Of course, I'll take them apart and hit them with a wire wheel, and I can paint the spring part black and then just try to clean those up and see how well that turns out. But yeah, this is quite the process, and honestly, I hadn't planned on going this route, and one thing led to another. I did get the wiggle out of this, but it's definitely not as, it doesn't spring back as smooth as I would like it to, but I can deal with that later. And that's where I am at the moment. So I'm just letting this sit here and dry. I don't want to touch it, do anything else with it until I know, because I had to touch this part up right here. So I had it sitting down, and yeah, but like I said, it looks okay. You know, I'm not really thoroughly impressed with it, but it'll work. So anyway, just thought I'd give an update on what I am doing with that, and so far how the Rust-Oleum stuff is working out. And time will tell, and we'll see how well that clear helps with scuffs and scratches and stuff like that. So I'll be back. Well, okay, making some progress. Got most all these parts are painted and ready to go. Still got my rod over there hanging down. That's done. I still need to, those are done. Those are done, that's done, that's done. I still need to put another coat, flip the springs upside down, get those done. Okay, I took, this is the, I believe the brake lever. Got that pretty polished up. Screw heads, and I will show you. And I may have gone, I still got to do the fender piece. I got to do a little more sanding on it. Instead of buying all new screws and stuff, I have these wheels from Prime, P-R-Y-M-E. And I'll give you an example here. These are these two screws. The one on the left is the original one. The one on the right is the one I just buffed. So basically all you do is, yeah, you got a coarse one over here. You got a fine one over here. And then we'll just run the coarse ones in here. Spin it around. Works great on aluminum stuff. I mean, is it going to get like down in these screw heads? No. But, you know, am I that picky? Not at all. So, and there you go. Cleaned up screw head. So next will be my switch here. So, back in a minute. Alright, took a bunch of these chrome pieces and put them in the ultrasonic. Cleaned them off a little bit and then put them in there. Yeah, that's, I know I got this aluminum stuff, Metal Rescue or something like that coming. But there ain't no way that's not coming out. So, these things here, these little rubber things, oh my god, they're expensive. $26, I think, plus a little bit of shipping. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm missing one, but yeah, these things they're pretty rough. Chrome's pretty shot. I can try to hit that with a wire wheel. But like I said, I may end up just powder coating them. Here was the original chain. This thing was pretty disgusting. I got a new chain for it though, but thought, well, I'll clean it off. You know, I put this in the ultrasonic too, and it came fairly clean. So, you know, use that for stuff. The stuff that I use currently is this Zep Cleaner, and you mix it like 20 ounces per gallon. 20 ounces of this to a gallon of water, and that's the nasty water. So it does work fairly well on grease. However, be forewarned, if you do this and you have painted parts, it will take the paint off. So it doesn't hurt the aluminum, but it will definitely take the paint off. So I think what I'm going to do is wrap this up as part one. Like I said, I still got to get a little paint on the springs here. Then I need to kind of get all this stuff. This is the this actually came really nice and clean in the ultrasonic. This is the bracket for the exhaust that bolts into the head. I still got to do the shocks or the forks, but I doubt I'll record that because I did record that when I did the TC-125, and they're basically the same thing. So I won't record that, but I'll get all this stuff together and set it aside, and then I still need to take the head off, put that in the ultrasonic. I need to find my Suzuki book because I need to measure, once I take this off, drop the piston down, I need to measure the inside of the cylinder walls to make sure that everything is looking good there. I did order a sprocket. They said, yeah, that's a rigmarole. But anyway, I've got another one I got coming. It's a 13 tooth. This is a 25 millimeter spline, you know, from inside hole to inside hole. It's just a hair under 25 millimeters. So a TS-125 sprocket will not fit this bike. This has a 520 chain, and I think the TS-125, I think that has a 420 chain. But they're definitely a different sprocket size. So note to yourself there that if you ever get one of these, you have to get it specifically for a TC-125, and it is 25 millimeters. So I went round and round with the company on eBay. They kept telling me, no, that's not right. I must have had like a 1969 model or 70 or 72. I was like, no, buddy, it's the same part number for all year TC-125s. So anyway, won't go into that. I got an extra sprocket there. That may work on the, that should work on the TS-125, so I got a rear sprocket for it. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up as part one, and then I will do a few more things, and then we'll start reassembling the bike, which I'll record most all that. So, so stay tuned for part two. Thanks for watching. Be back here in a little bit.